Hello everyone! I hope you're ready for another adventure, because today, Wayne reads Oscar Spots. Always remember that as we go through these amazing stories and read these outstanding adventures, all you have to do is press the CC button in your YouTube link in order to follow along with the words. Now I think that Bumblebee will be perfect to join us for today's adventure. Now the Bumblebee's here. Let's jump in. Oscar Spots. Oscar was fed up. I hate the way I look, he grumbled. I'm bored with my leopard fur. Every time I look in the mirror, I see spots before my eyes. Dad was in the kitchen. I want to change my image, said Oscar. A leopard can't change his spots, Dad laughed. But you could try a disguise. So Oscar found some old clothes in a toy box and put them on. Nobody will recognize me now, he said. Catherine and Matthew came to play. Hello, Oscar, they said. How did you know it was me? Sighed Oscar. Your spots gave you away. A leopard can't change his spots, you know, said Catherine. Growled Oscar. Catherine and Matthew thought about how they could change Oscar's spots. They used some makeup, but it made Oscar sneeze. Oscar's big sister came in. Have you seen my makeup? Brenda asked. Brenda was very upset. Dad was angry. Go wash that mess off at once, he said in a stern voice. Oscar and his friends went shopping for something that would change Oscar's image, but they couldn't agree on a single thing. On the way home, they went down a street they had never seen before. One shop in particular caught Oscar's eye. That's the answer, yelled Oscar. Magic will change my spots. Let's go inside. I hope you know what you're doing, said Catherine. Mr. Wobble was behind the counter. Hello, he said. Can I help you? I'm bored with my spots, said Oscar. Can you do a special spell for me, please? Are you sure that's what you want? Asked Mr. Wobble. You know what they say. A leopard can't change his spots. Can't you magic them away? Asked Oscar. I'd give anything to be a spotless leopard. Well, I'll see what I can do, said Mr. Wobble, looking in his book of spells and potions. He soon found the spell he wanted. He took different things from the shelves and began his magic spell. He measured, he mixed, he shook, and he stirred until the ingredients were blended together. Then Mr. Wobble poured the magic potion into a small blue bottle. This should do the trick, he said, writing out a label. Use it like shampoo. Be sure to follow the instructions very carefully indeed. Oscar, Catherine, and Matthew raced home. Oscar couldn't wait to get started, but Oscar was in such a hurry that he forgot to read the instructions and poured the whole bottle of magic shampoo over himself. Oh dear, said Catherine. I think you've used too much. Catherine was right. The label on the bottle said, use sparingly, or else. But Oscar didn't care because his spots were washing away like dirt, right down the drain. What a difference! Not a spot in sight. Oscar was so pleased with his new image, he decided to go for a walk. Nobody recognized him. Even his own sister and her boyfriend walked straight past. Who says leopards can't change their spots? Oscar said smugglingly. But then, all of a sudden, Oscar began to feel very odd. His body was tingling from the tops of his ears to the tip of his tail. Oscar's fur was standing on end. What's happening? He squealed. Catherine and Matthew didn't answer. They were too busy watching Oscar's fur start to change right before their eyes. You definitely used too much shampoo, said Matthew. Help, cried Oscar, and he ran as fast as he could back to the magic shop, with Catherine and Matthew trailing behind. Oh, Mr. Wobble, sobbed Oscar. I've changed my mind. Please magic me back to the way I was. Mr. Wobble agreed to help. Catherine and Matthew brought him a spell book. Luckily for Oscar, Mr. Wobble found some magic paint, and he very carefully painted Oscar's spots back on. It took a long time, and Oscar had to stand very still. Well then, Oscar, chuckled Mr. Wobble, now do you agree that a leopard can't change his spots? Oh yes, said Oscar. I only wanted to be unusual, but I guess I'll settle for the way I am. It's lovely to be myself again. Mr. Wobble, Catherine, and Matthew chuckled to themselves and waited for the paint to dry. Don't you agree that Oscar is now a very unusual leopard? Very unusual indeed. Oh wow, that was an amazing adventure with Oscar as he learned the importance of his spots. What did you think, Bumblebee? Bumblebee knows the importance of her spots too. We'll see you on the next adventure, okay? We can't wait to see you on the next adventure, here with Wayne Reads. Thank you for joining us and we can't wait to see you again. Bye-bye!